I'm from Michigan. That means when winter hits, it punches us all in the face, chucks us against a wall, and shoves snow down our throats. Some of you who live in states where it never snows and you've gone your whole life without snow, feel lucky. I really wish I was you. You may complain about living in the devil's butt cheeks, but up here it's like living on top of a Yeti's head. I don't live in the upper part of the state, but I've been there and I feel for those guys. Some days it's so cold that little towns close down for the day due to the weather. I live a little bit away from Detroit, so we don't get it as bad, but we can still get about 5 to 10 inches of snow. And it's never consistent. Ever. One day it'll be 40 degrees with sun and you can wear short sleeves under your winter coat. Then the next day, it's like someone held open the freezer door and you have to wear about 20 layers to feel the slightest bit of warmth. When I was in high school, there was one year where we had a straight week of snow days because the weather was so bad. It was a good week. Now, in college, we're lucky to get one snow day out of all the crazy flurries. There was one day where I went to school, went to class and everything, got in my car, got home, and received an email saying the school would be closed the rest of the day. Just, ugh. Thanks, guys. Another day the snow came down heavy the night before and was still falling when I woke up. I was sure there'd be no class. My boyfriend's teachers canceled their classes, but mine didn't. Then there are the days I don't have class and they close down due to the weather. Seriously? So you can kind of see my footprints from where I walked to the car. They're getting covered up as we speak. When I pulled up to school this morning, it was raining. And now it is this crap. Hey, peepums. Oh yeah, look at this window. I just cleaned it off. I used to love when it snowed. I would put on my puffy snow pants and coat and run outside to make snow angels and sit in the snow until I was so cold I just had to go inside. The last time I did that was probably 2 years ago with my boyfriend, and I haven't gone out to have fun since. I'll admit the snow is pretty and makes everything look nice, until it gets dirty and gross from people driving and scooping it. But the worst thing about the winter is the wind. Oh my goodness, I hate the wind. A normal cold day will become a blast freezer when there's wind. It could be 28 degrees Fahrenheit, but with the wind, it'll feel like maybe 10. Add snow and you might as well barricade yourself inside with pillows. That stuff hurts. Another poopy thing about winter is the driving. I've only had my license for 2 years, but I live in a state where if you can't drive in the snow, well, you're not alone. Everyone thinks they know how to drive when there's snow, but newsflash, you don't. I generally don't like driving on the highway because people speed and get over at the last minute. But when there's snow, everyone decides they're finally going to follow the rules, but end up following them poorly. Plus, if you aren't lucky enough to have the proper windshield wiper fluid, you can't see anything out the front windshield. To go along with driving, Michigan roads are not the greatest in the first place, but when the snow melts, you have to watch out for potholes. I'm sure everyone has experienced potholes at some point in their life, but if you haven't, there are these holes in the road that are either small or the void into another dimension. If you aren't careful, they can really mess up your car. Construction workers do try to fill the holes, but they use these little black pebble things that stick together when hot, but become a big pain when they're loose. To all of you who live in a state without snow, come join me for a while and you'll discover it's not all it's cracked up to be. After a week, you won't find it so magical. Although I do laugh when people down south freak out about the snow and cancel school for not even an inch. It's humorous to me, and if I lived down there, I'd probably be the only one on the road.